Check.
This is a Baytown Media live stream sports presentation.
Royal Rock Casino takes entertainment to the next level, bringing the electrifying atmosphere of casino gaming directly to your chosen venue. Specializing in captivating casino nights with play money, we create an ambience where fun is the jackpot. From grand events boasting 15 gaming tables to intimate gatherings with just a few, our dedicated team ensures every moment feels authentically casino. Dive into a world of excitement with Royal Rock Casino and let us transform your next event into a thrilling adventure.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Ghouls Arena. In the Ghouls, we have under 13A All-Star action coming up for you this afternoon between the Ghouls Pacers and the St. John's Caps. Regular season winding down. The Caps are still looking for their first win in regular season play. We're just about ready to go here now at the Ghouls Lions Arena. St. John's Caps will be in their red jerseys. Ghouls Pacers will be in the black. Caps Minor Hockey proudly brought to you by Baytown Media and also by Royal Rock Casino. And we're just about ready now for face-off. Both teams getting their last minute instructions from the coaches. somebody can put something in the comment just to make sure that the stream is coming in all right. The Wi-Fi signal is touch and go. I did see a comment saying that you can hear but don't see anything, so if you can please just let me know in the comments. We greatly appreciate it. Everything is shown live on my end, so thank you all for joining, by the way. Rachel Martin looks to be getting the starting goal for the Caps. Both teams still a few minutes to warm up. Thanks, Travis. Appreciate the feedback. Watching all the way from Montreal, my favorite hockey city, Montreal. Regular season winding down for most teams now in the metro area. Playoffs will be beginning soon, and then provincials. Next game for us here at Baytown Media will be Wednesday evening as the under 11A All-Star team Caps take on the Northeast Eagles from Jack Byrne Arena. And then a back-to-back on Thursday night. The under 11A boys will be taking on the Goulds Pacers live from Capital Mitsubishi Center, and we'll have both those games on live on Baytown Media. Countdown clock seems to be going on forever here. Don't know what the holdup is. But we'll be back in just a second with the start of the under 13A Girls All-Stars live from Goulds Lions Arena in the Goulds. right, we're ready for puck drop. Here now the Ghouls. Again, thank you all for joining under 13A Girls All-Star Hockey live from the Ghouls. St. John's Caps and the Pacers. Afternoon game. And there's puck drop. Ghouls control now and dump it in just wide of the goal. Caps trying to get it out of the zone. Holly will dump it down. Pacers control behind the goal. Pacers now breaking out. Frampton in over the line. Great work there by Doyle. And Caps get it back to the line. Now it's out over. And away goes Clancy. Clancy, number 14, into the corner. Hollywood in front, shot. That's blocked in front. Back to the point. It's kept in there at the point by Doyle. Puck now up the center and dumped all the way down. Puck now trying to get out of the zone as Clancy tries to get out, but the Ghouls pick it up again. Pacers now behind the net. Can't get the pass out in front. Guarded by Marr. Puck kept in at the line. Cal lead pass up to Marr, just over her stick. Puck dumped back. And now the Ghouls, Pacers down ice with it again. A battle in the corner, and looks like we got a penalty coming up. Looks like the Pacers will go to the power play. Puck now behind the Caps net. Dumped all the way down the ice. Right to the Ghouls goaltender. Puck now in front. Oh, and that just went wide of the post. Pike battling over on the far boards for it. Back to the point, kept in by the Caps. Shot, oh, tipped in front. Brown. Pike now behind the net. Great penalty killing here by the Caps. 1:07 left in the power play for the Ghouls. And here comes the Ghouls. Soper. Nobody back on the point. And Pike will take it. Pike will dump it down the ice. Tucker chasing after it. Puck now up the center, and here come the Pacers. Pacers in over the line. Break. Shot. Great stop there by Martin. Action in front. And the Pacers will tuck it in. 1-0 lead. Power play goal. Face off, won by the Pacers. And out to come again, Costello in over the line. She stops up, back to the point. Point shot in, and that's blocked. Still got it off the outside the post. And the Caps get it down ice, right onto the goaltender, and the goaltender will cover up for a face-off. 1-0 Pacers, 11:06 left in the first period. Puck now back to center. Down behind the Caps net. Centered in front. The Caps knock it out of harm's way. Again, Cal trying to get it out. Kept in at the line. Now it's out over. He's going to have to stick it Clancy. Whalen with a line shot, and that's wide of the goal. Puck back down to the Pacers blue line. And they'll turn it back down ice. Whalen again. Nice pass up the middle of Ward. Ward with a shot. That's just wide. A lot of action now around the Caps net, but the Caps get it down ice. Sullivan taking chase after it, but that's going to be an icing call. 10-11 left in the first period. 1-0 Pacers. Face-off won by the Pacers. Back to the point. Shot in. That's wide. Down ice. Gallup taking chase after it. Puck centered. Oh, and just missed the stick of Marr. Pacers now getting it down ice. Here's Johnson cutting in towards the goal, and that's just wide in the corner. Picked up by Raleigh, wrapped around the back of the net. Pops it in front. Strange bounce, and that's covered up by Martin. Held on for a face-off. Face off back to the point. Shot in. Cap's going to get it out now. Pike cross ice. Brown. Brown with a chance. And covered up by the goaltender. And held on for a face-off. Puck around the boards. Pacers now trying to clear. Costello centering pass, and that gets blocked. And the Caps turn it back down ice. Brown chasing after it. Costello again, number 96. Coming out of the neutral zone. Stopped up there by Cal. Great defensive play there. Brown trying to get the puck. Pike in there. Stop the play at center. Off the boards. Caps taking chase. Tucker chasing after it. Now back to Cal. Cal up the center. Cross ice dump. Pike picks it up in the corner. And kept in at the point. Shot. And that's blocked. And out comes Ward. Ward with some speed. Great poke check there. Another shot. And that's covered up by Martin. And held on for a face-off. 8:04 left in the first period. Still 1-0 Pacers. Pacers cutting to the net and covered up again by Martin and held on. Face off one by the Caps, trying to clear it. Holly will get up and dump it down. Puck back to the point. Shot in. Holly now behind the net. Puck back into the Caps end now. Shot. Stopped by Martin. Puck center, no one there. Back to the point. Shot. And that goes through everyone. And dump down the ice. No icing. Pacers back to pick it up. We'll wrap it off the boards. Now up the center. Back into Caps in. Marie Buffett back to pick it up. So get it up the boards. It's intercepted. Sullivan now has it behind the goal. Wrap it around the boards to Gallup. And Sullivan with some open ice. Cuts it wide. Sullivan. Shot. Great save there. Rebound. Kicking around out to the point. Shot. Oh! What a chance in front. Great point shot by Doyle, and Sullivan almost got the backhand in there. Now the Pacers gone back down ice. Shot on goal, and that's covered up by Martin and held on. So Caps getting a look there. Brown now to take the face off for the Caps. Brown gets it up the center. Pike gets it to Tucker. And Pacers take it back. Puck dumped back down into the Pacers end. Basha stops to the center, but Castillo comes back in. That's offside at the line. Face off going to come outside. .5:42 left in the first period. Still 1-0 Pacers. Pike bats it up the center. Brown chasing after it. Great back checking there by Pike. Puck in front. Back to the point. Taken down by Tucker. Brown has it now. Brown will dump it down. Castillo picks it up. Gets it up the center. Basha will dump it up ice. Brown chasing after it. Brown. Great work there by Brown. Forechecking. Back to Pike now on the boards. Pike gets it back into Brown. Tucker's in front. And Brown can't get it out in front. Puck around the boards. And away go Pacers again. Offsides at the line. Face off to come outside. 4:47 left in the first. Cal now with it. Cross ice. Hawkswell gets it up past center. Cross ice pass, and that's taken by the Pacers. Long shot coming. Shot scores! from the blue line, just over the glove and blocker of Martin. And the Pacers now have a 2-0 lead. Face off won by the Pacers. Pacers back in again, but Clancy now takes it. Clancy coming up with speed, and she's taken down as she crossed the blue line, and the Caps now will go to the power play. With 4:16 left in the first. Tripping call. Puck now back to the point. Doyle, line shot, deflects in front. Oh, Caps could not tuck that one in there. Great chance there. Callion off the point. Sullivan now picks it up, centers it. Gallup with it behind the goal. Trying to wrap around. Marion there crashing the net. And Pacers now ease the pressure. Get it up the center. And they're offsides as they cross the line and face off to come outside. 1:29 left in the Caps power play. Puck now back up the center. And dumped down. Cal off the boards. Costello passes it back down ice. And Costello gone again. In over the blue line. Can't get a shot away. It's blocked there by Doyle. Sullivan. Slash there, wasn't caught. Puck now back to the blue line. Caps now still on the power play, but 26 seconds left. Not much happening. Brown picks it up here in the near boards. Pike takes it down to the blue line. Pike backhands it in. No one there. And Pacers will turn it back down ice. Great back checking there by Pike. Puck now up to Brown, off the boards, outside. Puck dumped length of the ice, right at the goaltender, and covered up. And held on for a face-off. 1:57 left in the first period. 2-0 Goulds Pacers with the lead. Puck back to the point. Shot. Tipped in. Scores! Scarlett Holly getting the Caps on the board. Tapping that one in side of the goal. Two one now. Puck all the way down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call. 1:42 left. Face off now, won by the Pacers. Back to the line. Holly dumps it down, rolling puck. Goes all the way to the goaltender, and she'll hold on for a face-off. Face-off won by the Pacers. 1:30 left in the first. Puck around the boards. Gallop. Battling for it. Cal keeps it in at the line. Back now. Sullivan. Gallop. Oh, a little bit of a mix-up there. Sullivan still with it. Two Pacers all over. Cal, nice cross-ice pass to Gallop. Gallop, nice pass to the middle. Sullivan with it. Sullivan with a shot. And that's covered up by the goaltender again and held on for a face-off. And Pacers get it back to the line. Shot in by Cal. And covered up again by the goaltender. And held on for a face-off. Brown now to take this face-off for the Caps. Cal loses it on the boards. Puck now dumped all the way down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call with 32 seconds left in the first period. 2-1. Goals Pacers lead under 13A Girls All-Star Hockey live from Goals Lines Arena. Face off. Dumped out by the Caps. Pike chasing after it. Pike cuts out wide. Tries to get the puck in front. Stopped up at the point. And the Pacers get it out. Stopped up at center. Tucker will get it in over the line. Puck on the near boards, and that'll do it for the first period. 2-1, Goals Pacers lead after one. And we'll be back. Second period, just a moment. And we're ready now for second period action. Puck now up the center. Hawkswell takes it there. Stolen away by Costello. She'll dump it down the ice right into the glove of Rachel Martin, and she'll hold on for a face-off. Puck now behind the Caps net. trying to get it out. Kept in by Frampton. Back down the ice and all the way for an icing. .28 left in the second. Still 2-1, Pacers lead. Pacers get it across. Holly, goal scorer for the Caps. Can't get it out. Now the Caps get it just over the line. Clancy. Costello for the Pacers. Drops it back, and now it's dumped into Caps' end. Doyle up to Hawkswell. Off the boards, sent down the ice. Icing waved off. Clancy up behind the goal. And Pacers trying to get it out. Stopped up there by the Caps. Sullivan. Now, nope, still in. Sullivan with a shot. Blocker save. Puck bobbling around. Puck back in again. And now it's out over the line. Buffett chasing back after it. She'll pick it up in her own zone. Behind the goal, backhand to the corner. Picked up by the Pacers in front. Puck pops up. Puck still bouncing around. Sullivan off the boards. Knows where he's hit by Meyer. No call. Sullivan now cutting up through the middle. Sullivan out wide, cuts back in. Sullivan can't get it in there. Back to the point. Basha with a shot. That deflects and held on as the crowd gathers. Great save there by the goaltender for the Pacers. In the corner. Now lost at the point. Just over. Caps coming back. Shot. Scores! On a break. Unfortunate play there at the blue line. Puck off the boards. Pacers now with a 3-1 lead. Cal picks it up for the Pacers, gets it up the center. Puck dumped behind the Caps net. Nice move there by Ahmad. Gets it up the center, and the Pacers will turn it back down ice. And just kept inside the line. Pike gets it up to Tucker. Tucker will backhand it down, and that's going to be an icing call. 3-1. 11:34 left in the second period. Pacers lead. Costello now picks it up for the Pacers. Leto with a shot. That deflect a couple times in front and just past Martin. Puck in the corner. Costello centers it. No one there. Clancy picks it up. Clancy now coming up with some speed. Clancy with a break. Clancy with a shot. High over the goal. Chance there for the Caps. Couldn't tuck that one in. Here come the Pacers. Offsides at the line. And face-off will come outside. Welcome to this live stream broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. Proudly brought to you by Baytown Media and Royal Rock Casino. Puck now up the center. Holly will dump it deep. Nice block there by Doyle, and she'll send it back in. Pacers have to retreat. Pacers now coming up. Stopped up there by Sullivan. And in come the Pacers again. Nice poke check there by Doyle. Shot. Stop. Rebound. Scores. Looks like Frampton tucked in the rebound. 4-1 lead now for the Pacers. Puck up the center. Maher will dump it down. And that's covered up by the Gulls goaltender and held on for a face-off. Puck now back to the blue line, up across center. Boland will dump it in. Sullivan picks it up behind the goal. Backhands it up. And the Pacers will dump it back down again. Noseworthy keeps it in at the line. Basha almost took the head off the ref. Caps can't keep it in, and out go the Pacers again. Ward, long shot, and that's wide. Sullivan off the boards. Gallup picks it up there. There's 3 Pacers all over, and she's still going. Gallup with a move, and turn back. But here comes Basha. Basha, she's smothered. Maher gets it and dumps it back down. Cal went up behind the goal for the Pacers. And Pacers away with it again. Buffett. Caps can't get it out. Buffett back to pick it up. She'll circle the net. Off the boards. Now puck back to center. Costello picks it up. From push and shoving Soper and Tucker. And face off just outside the Caps line. Goaltending change at both ends. Area Melamede in for the Caps. Gould's making a change as well. Face off back to center. Frampton in over the line. Frampton with it again. Puck in front. Tip. Nice save there by Melamede. Back to the point. Leto keeps it in. Brown. Backhander to Pike. Back to Brown. Brown up the center. Brown cuts out wide. And puck taken away by the Pacers. Pike gets it in front. Cal just knocked off her stick. And away goes Frampton. Frampton cross ice. And now kept in again by the Pacers. Pike gets it up the center, but the Pacers will turn it back down again. Offsides at the line. Face-off going to come up back outside. 6:45 left in the second period. 4-1 Pacers lead. Face-off won by the Pacers. Back to center. Dumped down. And that's going to be an icing call. Face-off going to go all the way back down the other end. 6:39 left in the second period. 4-1 lead for the Pacers. Under 13A Girls All-Star Hockey. Live from the Goulds. Puck in front. Shot. Caps can't get away. Clancy with a chance. Pacers get it up the center. Puck dumped down. Doyle off the boards. Noseworthy gets it in. Buffett chasing behind the goal. Gets it up. The Hawkswell centering pass. Holly picks it up. Holly got Clancy. Nice pass up to Clancy. Just over her stick. The Pacers pick it up in their own zone, off the boards and outside the line. Doyle will dump it in. Off the boards, just over the stick of Hawkswell. Soper picks it up behind the goal. Back down ice. Holly gets that one out of the way, and now Pacers back in again. Buffett. And now the Caps get it up the center as Gelt just overskated it. Here's the Pacers in with a shot. It's just wide of the goal. Chance here. Soper taken down, but no call. A slash there off the back of Buffett. And there's the call. Slashing call. And the Cats will go to the power play. The Caps going to the power play with 4:47 left. Two minutes for a slash. Face off now down in the Goulds end. Just missed. Ahmed stick, Gallup, and now Sullivan cutting in. Sullivan tries to get the puck in front, but taken away by Castillo. Castillo gets it cut off now by Marr. Gallup with it. Sullivan knocked down. Puck dumped all the way back down to Basha. Basha off the glass. And that's going to be an icing call. Not much happening on this power play. 1:17 left in the power play for the Caps and 4:04 left in the second period. Still a 4-1 lead for the Pacers. Caps now get it up center. Brown cutting it wide. Brown in, shot. And that's gloved down by the Pacers goaltender and held on for a face-off. Face-off in front. Shot. Whoa. That was a quick shot. And now the Pacers still kept in. Pike battling. Tucker will dump it in. Pike in front. Shot. Great kick save there. But the goaltender back to the point. Cal with a backhander. And now it's out over the line. Cal off the boards. Dumps it back in. Doyle. Cal with it. Cal in over the line. Cuts wide. Shot, and that's wide. 7 seconds left in the power play. Dumped back in by Cal. Pike going to the corner after it. Brown battling behind the goal. Puck side the goal. Back to Doyle at the point. Doyle will dump it in. Pacers can't get it out. Now they will. Back to center. Cal fanned on it. Pike picks it up. Can't get it down the ice, and Doyle will have to retreat and pick it up, and that's going to be an icing call. 2:20 left in the second period. 4-1 lead for the Gulls Pacers. Pacers now in Cap zone. Raleigh with a shot. That's blocked. Buffett now will wrap it around the boards. Buffett battling in the corner. Basha, sorry. Puck, whoa, just at the side of the goal. Good chance there for the Pacers. Now Clancy gets it up the center. Clancy down the wing. And she's turned back down ice. Basha back to pick it up, and that's going to be another icing call. 1:29 left in the second period. Under 13A girls All-Star Hockey live from the Ghouls this afternoon. Puck around the far side. Pacers now will get it up the center. This pass back to Castillo, and that's broken up. Caps take it back down ice. Here goes Sullivan. Sullivan cuts it wide. Shot. And that's wide. Bashane off the point. Wrap it around the boards. Sullivan will pick it up in the far corner. Fans on it. And Pacers now get it up the center. 2-on-1. Shot. Covered up by Melamede. And held on long enough for a face-off. .37 seconds left in the second. Ahmad has it behind the goal. Off the boards. Pike chasing it in the corner. The backhander kept in, dumped back down. Ahmad back to get it. Off the boards. Pike backhands it. Caps trying to get out of this period. In front. Cleared out over the line. 3 seconds. And that will do it for the second period at the end of 2. Gould's Pacers 4, St. John's Caps 1. And we'll be back after the intermission for the third period.
Royal Rock Casino takes entertainment to the next level, bringing the electrifying atmosphere of casino gaming directly to your chosen venue. Specializing in captivating casino nights with play money, we create an ambience where fun is the jackpot. From grand events boasting 15 gaming tables to intimate gatherings with just a few, our dedicated team ensures every moment feels authentically casino. Dive into a world of excitement with Royal Rock Casino and let us transform your next event into a thrilling adventure.
And we're back now for third period action. Under 13A girls all-star hockey live from the Ghouls. Pacers leading 4-1. As we start the third period. Pacers now dump it down. Cal chasing after it. Hawkswell get over the line, and Pacers turn it back down. Pacers now with a break. Costello out wide, hauled down by Clancy. No arm up there. Sullivan falls as she leaves the zone. Hawkswell picks it up. Hawkswell got some line changes by the look of it. Buffett back to get it. Puck up behind the Pacers net. Buffett in off the point. Keeps it in. Cal around the boards. Sullivan pinning it. Buffett keeps it in at the line. Now it's outside. Dump back down ice. Buffett gets it cross ice. Demar. Doyle across ice to Gallup and just over her stick. And right on goal. And covered up by the Pacers goaltender. And they held on. Face off. Now in the Pacers' end. Back to the point. Ahmad trying to keep it in. Brown now with it. Brown, backhander, no one there. Pacers coming out of the zone with some speed. And they'll dump it down behind the goal. Puck in front. Oh, lucky there for the Caps. Puck now out over the line, and here comes Brown up the center. Brown cuts wide, pushed off by Leto. Brown with it again. Shot off the side of the goal. Puck bouncing around. Back to the point. Basha shot in. That's stick to side. Brown around the back of the net. Tucker puts it in front. No one there. Pacers went over the blue line. Kick saved by Melamede. Puck around the back of the goal. Off the pike. Gets it out over the line. And the Pacers now back down ice again. O'Reilly swipes at it. Ahmad went over the line. Holly back to Ahmad. Ahmad still has it. Tries to center it. Hawkswell off the point. Hawkswell around the back of the net. Brown. And out come the Pacers. Soper in over the line. Shot. Kicked aside by Melamede. And saved there. Off the side of the goal. Hawkswell around the boards. Kept in by Cal with the Pacers. And now the Caps turn it back. Oh, lead pass up to Clancy from Basha was cut off. Now puck back to center. Costello takes it. Shot. Oh, couldn't get that shot away. Would have been dangerous. Basha gets her pocket picked by Costello. Costello walks it in front. Backhander. Scores. 5-1. Lead now. Goal by Costello. Brown, or Hoxwell, sorry, will dump it down behind the goal. Holly taking chase after it. Just over her stick in the corner. And Pacers out to the line. Cal to back out. Costello dances around the blue line. Now she's in. Couple moves. Chance here. Shot blocked by Clancy. Out over the line. Knows where he dumps it in and got a whistle. Penley, Clancy will go to the box. And the Pacers will get a power play. Face off now in the Pacers' end. Shot just wide, kept in at the line. Caps now with a chance. Sullivan will dump it down around the boards. Picked up on the far boards. Shot in. Sullivan tripped up, coming out of the zone. Back to center. Sullivan picks it up at the blue line. Maher will dump it in. Caps doing a good job on the penalty kill so far. Whalen now coming in for the Pacers. Puck over the line. Soper back to pick it up, and she'll go behind her own goal and wind up. Off the boards. Over the stick of Cal. Doyle back to get it. Doyle gets it up ice. And now Gallup going to be gone. Chance here. And great defensive work there by Soper to take that puck away. Nice poke check there by Tucker. Soper again. Long shot down, and that's just wide the goal. Puck right in front. Tucker will pick it up in the corner. Tucker will send a bouncing puck up the center. Oh, Caps lucky there. Basha off the boards, kept in at the line. Shot, and that's blocked. Here go the Caps again. And Basha stopped. Costello back now. Pass in front. That's blocked by Tucker. Frampton, and it's back over the line. Buffett back behind the goal to pick it up. And now it's back to center. Bobbling puck for Basha. And offsides at the line. 6:23 left in the third period. 5-1 lead for the Pacers. Clancy takes the face off. Nod back in their own zone. Clears it up the center. Puck dump back in. Cal off the boards. Holly forechecking and gets the puck deep inside the Pacers' end. Puck covered up. And everyone clears out the front of the goal. Sullivan now to take the face off. Puck in the corner. Dump back down. And back the other way. Gallop. Good check in front. And puck all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing call. Icing waved off. Puck kept in at the line. Leto keeps it in. Soper in there as well. Shot in. Melamede with the save. Cal will get it up and down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call. And face-off going to come all the way back down to the Caps end. (5-1) lead for the Pacers. Here in the third period, under 13A All-Star Hockey. Soper with a long shot, just over top of the goal. Tucker backhands it, pops up in the air, kept in at the line. Tucker with it, trying to get it out of the zone, and dump back down. Buffett back to get it. Puck back to the line. Doyle gets it back to center. Shot down. And Doyle has it again. Doyle up the pike, off the boards to Brown. And Soper will stop and wrap it back around. Nice back check there by Brown. Pike with it in the corner. Gets it back to Brown. And that's intercepted. Pacers now back into Caps end. Back to the point. Shot in. Puck bobbled around. Rebound. Costello couldn't tap that one in. Puck back in front. That's wide. Costello has it again. Spins in the corner. Centering pass. Pacers controlling down low. Costello in front. Great save there by Melamede. And covered up. And we'll have a face-off in the Cap zone with 2:36 left. In the third period. Puck now behind the Caps hit. Pacers keep it in. Basha will dump it all the way down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call with 2:21 left in the third period. Puck just wide of the goal. Dump back down ice. Pacers get it off the boards. And Caps will dump it back down. Pacers, Whalen gets it deep. Centering pass, backhander. That's kicked aside by Melamede. Bowling in the corner. Ahmad gets it out of the way. Back to the point. Holly gets it up the center. Holly gets it to Clancy. Clancy out wide. Clancy cuts back in. Clancy backhander. Back to the point. Basha with a shot. Deflects. Scores! Holly with her second. (5-2). For the Pacers right now. Gollop, Sullivan, and offsides is the call at the line. .112 left in the third period. Soper now in over the line. Soper with a shot. Fans on it. Gets her own rebound, but taken away again. Maher with it now. Trying to get it up to Sullivan. And dumps it down the ice in the corner. 46 seconds left in the third. Puck around the boards. Kept in. Puck towards the goal and covered up. .35 seconds left, 5-2 lead for the Goulds Pacers under 13A All-Star Hockey. Puck in the corner. Centered. Puck back to the point. Cal with a shot. That deflects just wide. Pike chasing after it in the corner. Backhander. Behind the goal. Brown picks it up. Brown off the back of the net. Tucker in there. Brown. And Costello will get it out over the line. Frampton cut off. And that will do it. There's the buzzer. 5-2 the final. Pacers win this one. And that will do it for us here. Live from Goulds Lines Arena. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Caps Modern Hockey brought to you by Baytown Media and Royal Rock Casino. And we'll see you on Tuesday night as we have the under 11 All-Star Boys. St. John's Caps and Northeast Eagles live from Jack Byrne Arena. Have a great Sunday evening. We'll see you later in the week.
This is a Baytown Media live stream sports presentation.